What up, hustlers? Man, I'm tapping in again. I got a dope one for you guys today. Last week, I had to tell one of my corporate clients that they needed to prepare themselves to be on video. Now, this corporate client is like one of the people that you wouldn't imagine that they would be like, he wouldn't be thinking about getting on video, you know, kind of having conversations on camera, any of this type of stuff. But I told him to leave all of that up to me. And I explained to him that it's now time for him to tell some of the stories that are going on out as the company. That way we can give the company this persona of it being of the people, and it's not manufactured. This stuff has really happened. We've already put his entire family to work around this business, right? And so his wife is now working at trade shows on behalf of the company and showing demo and doing demos to products. My girlfriend is also doing that. Over here, his daughter has now also jumped into work a trade show, and so now we got the dynamic of the mom and daughter actually showing the product off. Last week, his son is in a band. He printed up, I actually got him 100 t-shirts. They printed up some t-shirts. He made $600 that weekend for his band by selling merch. And now I'm actually constructing a plan that his son could actually go into the community that he went to. It was like an artist community that he actually did this little vending in. It was a collective where he performed. And in this process, what we actually were able to do. What's up, girl? Why would you come up here and you know I'm talking? What's wrong? All right, can I finish my video? Pull your shirt, pull your sleeves down. Why you do that?
I did not do it.
Who did it?
I'm sleeping.
You did it while you were sleeping? That's why you got them lines? You feel a little itchy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's why.
You can. All right. The phone is right there on the thing. You can take it and go back in your room until I'm done. Over there on the other side of the wall. Charger. It's in the plug on the other side of the wall, baby.
We're on the couch.
No. Walk over there and look. All right. Bye-bye. All right, where was I? Okay, so his son is actually working now, and I'm like, you can go back into that community, you can offer printing services, and now he doesn't have to go work at the music shop during the summer. We can get him a merch business started, and I help him get it started. And I literally explained to him, I said, you need to start to talk about this, because he's not of the industry by way of like coming up in the industry. He acquired a product with a buddy and now is trying to sell that product.
Papa, it's not working.
Come here. Hurry up. So he tried to acquire that product. They acquired that product, and now we are working on the process of getting it ready to market. And it looks amazing. It looks great. But now we need to tell the story, because whether he does it or not, we need to give this persona off of what's going on behind the scenes, where we're empowering the people to be able to build businesses and start their lives and do all of these other things so that they can make money and build their family. And this is a family business, and we're here to help other families start their businesses. That's a part of the process. We're here to go and gravitate towards all of these different audiences, right? And in the past, I've told company CEOs, one of the most notable things that I've done, I literally told one of the CEOs, like, look, I've done all I can do from an outside in perspective. I got the influencer marketing going, the company marketing is going, the company persona is going, and this process behind the scenes of like creating a persona that was of the people, where we use all of these different employees to spread the message to show that it's a community effort when the CEO didn't want to be on camera. So we had to come up with alternatives. Now, I said, we're just going to continue on this path here, but now I need you to become the Elon Musk of transfers, right? And then somebody else called him like the transfer Jesus or whatever the case is. But the persona here is that at some point, it's a good thing to speak as a CEO if your story aligns. Now, I'm not trying to manufacture or create a story for you. It has to be real and it has to be authentic. And the reason, the other story, this is perfect. The other story that I wanted to talk about, one of the owners kind of came back to me, went to dinner. He's like, Stan, why would the people of the world want to hear from a 56-year-old white man? And I said to him, and I think I was like maybe 32 at the time or something. I said to him, because he's not a 32-year-old, 33-year-old black man. And this is where the importance of collaboration and now how social media works in itself, it lends to the fact that everything is linked on interest now. It's not linked on your demographics, your age, your demographics, where you're from, your race, your religion, your orientation. All of these things that are semantic aren't really what matters anymore. It's all based on your interest. And if you understand the way the world is working now, I wrote a book in the past called Niches Bring Riches. It's a great book, right? It is a great book. It is a money-making book. I had $20,000 and $30,000 months in the process of Niches Bring Riches. And it works for any product. This is written for t-shirts, but it really, the methodology behind it works. And I didn't always think that way until I was proven wrong, right? And so the world now works based on your interests. So if you're a 56-year-old white man, people are going to gravitate to you because you're a 56-year-old white man. Your delivery of the information is going to be a lot different than my delivery as a 32-year-old black man, right, from the inner city. I got the same interest. So if we're talking about the same thing, the collaboration happens, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of your audience. You're going to pick up a little bit of my audience, and we're going to relate. All of those other barriers go out the window, and we're going to relate based on the common interest that we have. It opens up the conversation to other perspectives, other viewpoints. And if you go in there with a true understanding of that, you will benefit long term. This is the key to organic marketing. It don't cost you nothing to be authentic, to put your story out there and build yourself up. Now, you don't always start comfortable, and you don't have to start being comfortable, but there may become a point in the process. And I try to take people gradually along and give them little breadcrumbs and slowly walk them along. And honestly, the best way to get that first conversation out there is to sit out on a podcast, deliver all your talking points, tell them what exactly the story you want to tell, and then have a conversation about it on camera, and then take the clips out, right? That is the process to what I call manufacturing fame. Now, I'm working on a new book, okay? Leave a comment, book down below, or if at some point you're watching this after it's ready, I'm going to come back and put a link in here. It's called Monetize You. Fuck a niche, right? The process of, or the art of monetizing being yourself. Today, common interest allows you to just be yourself. And what you need to learn is how to build out the ecosystem around yourself that you can use social media to garner any product. Doesn't have to be you teaching somebody something. I could sell $100,000 of this candle right here, which is a clarity candle. If I have a product I believe in, you can put a story around it. You can gravitate it towards the right people. You can go find other audiences to put your product in front of. You can build a 6- and 7-figure ecosystem around a product, service, whatever you have. And I think that's what makes me different than other people on the internet, is because I literally can do it with any product, right? Most people are teaching you how to teach the thing that you do. Now, with that being said, this book I'm working on is going to show you how to identify opportunities, figure out if you see a revenue stream in your interest, and how to implement yourself. It uses the principles of Niches Bring Riches, right? But now it's interests bring riches, right? Figure out how to monetize your interests. Figure out how to monetize the things you do every day and build an ecosystem around it. The world is forcing us to it. AI is forcing us to it. Don't sit on the sideline with that idea. Build it out, Go through my process of building a roadmap, building the landing pages, setting up email automations and text message automations for your audience as they find out about your product, and then add traffic, figure out how to market and get in front of more audiences. Go through that process. If you want to tap in with me, you can go to stanbanks.com. And for those of you watching this, wondering who the hell I am and why the hell I'm talking, I'm your boy, Seven Figure Stan. And when business owners get stuck, they call me. I help them get unstuck and add the next zero to their revenue column. Remember, everybody needs a Stan. Peace.